Congratulations. You come into this fight, you're now 13-1, just knocked out a big name in Bellator, Mandel Nallo. Tell me what's going through your mind.
First round I felt slow. I felt, standing still so much so he could just tee off on me. Second round I know I came out, head movement side to side. I was pretty happy with that. He was really getting heavy on his feet when he'd come in and throw those punches. He was landing with them, so I don't blame him. But second round I came out moving my head. Shot outside that two, through my two. Seen him stand straight up, threw another one, connected. Got the finish, which I'm really happy with that.
Yeah, absolutely. You got a finish over a guy that the odds makers had as a pretty big favorite. They had him as a 2-1 favorite. Yeah. What do you got to say? You're 13-1. What do you got to say with the odds makers that kind of not put any respect on you?
Yeah, he had 3 Bellator to my 1 Bellator fight, so I can't blame him too much. That just lifts me up a little bit more being an underdog. Being a favorite, okay, I got to go prove it. Underdog, I'm taking everything they give me. Coming in hungry. The record's there for me. I like to come out a little aggressive more often, but we're going back to the drawing board. Try to start checking a little bit more kicks. That should help too. But
yeah, pretty happy. You mentioned kicks. I saw you were hobbling pretty good over here. Are you injured or just sore or what's going on?
I'm a little sore. The very last leg kick he landed, I was real heavy on that front foot, and his shin went right across my calf. Real low kick. So all that pressure. If it would have won third round, I don't know if I'd be sitting here. But lucky came in, got the job done. He gave me the opening. I took it. More than happy with that.
You're now 2-0 in Bellator, 2 really good performances, beat a guy. You might even find yourself ranked. Tell us, what should we expect from you next?
It's going to be the more pressure coming in, picking my shots, not standing still. I'm here to stay. I'm going to be number one day soon, hopefully. I'd love to be ranked after this, kind of give them guys a little bit of target, come after me. Yeah, I'm more than happy to get that finish for sure. So we'll see where this ends up.
Hey Nick, Harry Mack from the Bookies Basement. Congratulations on an awesome come-from-behind victory. So, was there any point in that first round when Mandel had that darce in where you felt like this might be it?
It wasn't getting tight. I was trying to get my knees underneath me, trying to get separation. And then when I went to kind of wing down, let the choke kind of get a little bit loose, my hand was stuck in between his legs, and I got my foot in my hand there wiggling free, and I'm like, well, either you're going to, spaz out a little bit or get out, or, this could be the end of it. So I end up getting my foot in there, prying my hand out, staying wide, and just continue to move forward. But yeah, he had it locked in, had my hand. My hand wasn't there. I'd say I would have ended up on top if I wasn't. It was tight, so, kudos to him on that, but, I'm glad I got out of it.
Got it. And would you say that there were any adjustments that you made from round 1 to round 2 that really helped you, come back and win this fight?
Yeah, definitely. That first round, I want to kind of watch his punches come in. I was doing that a little bit too much. I wasn't countering. Second round, I didn't care where his punches were coming from. I was moving. So that little click in my head saying, we're not a punching bag. We're taking a fight to him. So, the head movement, the not staying heavy on the feet, and just let him get too comfortable throwing punches, which I was trying to get range a little bit more in the second round. So he was just, edging my nose, not landing them, but I had the distance down, and, I'm glad I stepped in and took that big punch for him.
Hey Nick, congrats on the win again. Giovanni from Full Contact Fighter. So just piggybacking off like the last question, right? So the darce and you getting out of that submission, do you kind of think that there was kind of like a tide that kind of changed right after you saw that you got out of that submission, especially from round 1 to round 2, that you felt you're like, okay, I'm in the groove now, and then he kind of sensed that the tide was kind of changing once you got out of the darce?
Yeah, I felt him kind of, he had a strong grip the first little bit, and then he had that darce for a little while. I felt his arms relax a little bit too much sometimes, so I wanted to put in there, put the pressure on him. Again, I didn't do that first round. I get the pressure. I didn't get the head movement that I wanted. I'm going to go back to the drawing board, work on that, come out, just firing on all cylinders the next fight. But yeah, I definitely seen a little swing towards the end of the round. I seen him breathing heavy. I felt my cardio was good. I was ready for a 5-round fight. That's how we train all the time. But I seen it in his look, and my demeanor changed. Time to put the pressure on him when I seen him kind of breathing heavy.
Yeah, definitely. And last question here: you get the win, and then just hearing that roar of the crowd right here at the Mohegan Sun, how does it feel knowing that? Hearing the full roar of the whole arena, after you get that amazing finish.
Yeah, definitely lets me know that I belong here. You know, it's that little pat on the back saying, you know, this is what we've been working for. You know, they're happy. You know, we're here to, you know, put on a show, and that's what we did. You know, first round, again, I'm disappointed with it, but second round, you know, I threw that behind me. I didn't let it get discouraged. You know, I came full-fledged forward and, you know, got the finish. Pretty happy.
Congrats, Nick, on the win. I'm curious to know, in the first round, it seems like you got tagged with a punch, but I don't know if it knocked you down or pushed you down. Can you just talk about that strike that hit you and caused you to fall backwards?
Yeah, I stumbled backwards. I definitely got rocked on that one. My hands weren't up. My head movement wasn't going. You know, I got clipped and just, you know, I don't know what about it, but, you know, getting punched that hard just kind of brings me back centered, gets me locked in focused, you know. Until you get that, you know, that first punch or land that first big hard punch, let you know that you're in there, that, you know, he's trying to kill you, you're trying to kill him. So that kind of woke me up in a way, you know. It didn't knock me out, but, you know, it more worked me up, and, you know, I wanted to move my head from that point forward.
And as for what's next, do you have an opponent particularly in mind? We also saw Bobby King, another underdog, win as well, potentially. That fight, or do you have anybody in mind at this point?
Not really anybody in mind. You know, I'm still proving myself. I want to prove to be one of the best. So, you know, start at the bottom of the ladder and work my way up. You know, love to get in there with some top 10 guys and start proving my worth. You know, the harder challenge you throw at me, the more I prepare, the more I get ready, the more I want to get, you know, be more impressive in my win. So, you know, just anybody can take the L from me.
A couple on the Zoom here. Nick, Jay, go ahead.
Hey, Nick, congratulations on the win tonight. You kind of touched on this with the odds question, but did you feel at all overlooked heading into this? Because we heard a lot about Rat Garbage ahead of this. He was at the media day, you weren't, and here you are when the dust settles getting your hand raised.
You know, it's just motivation to be where, you know, these guys are, to kind of get that recognition that I deserve. You know, if it takes, you know, taking one by one down all the way to the top, that's what I'm going to do. Keep pressing forward. You know, I was down that first round. You know, my body might wanted to give up. My heart said no. You know, I kept pressing forward, got the finish. Happy with it, but there's always stuff to work on.
Good stuff. And, you know, you got this one in relatively early in the year. So what would you like moving forward in terms of a return date?
You know, as soon as I feel healthy, good to go, get my team, get, you know, everything situated back home, get, you know, back on a healthy kick. You know, I might splurge a little bit after this, but, you know, winners get to do what winners do. But, you know, I'd like to get 2 more, you know, not quite 3, but, you know, 2, plan it out. You know, I love to come back here, Kansas, you know, a great place, great venue. The fans are amazing. So, yeah, I'd like to get 2 more fights in. You know, it doesn't matter who they throw in me. You know, I'm going to wreck whoever they put in front of me.
All set, Nick. Thanks for the time.
Thank you.